Alright guys, we are back with another Pokemon Showdown video. I'm your host Toytan King. I welcome you guys back to another video. Today's video is going to be covering my round 2 PU Kickoff tournament games against this user. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but yeah, we're facing off against him in round 2 of losers bracket. I did lose round 1 and I was planning on recording it, but like that's just not good content in my opinion. Like I want you guys to see like good quality battles, not battles where I just lose like instantly and using Sun and still somehow losing as well. Like round 1 was not a fun set to play whatsoever. But yeah, we are going to be showing our round 2 games, which doesn't involve me using Sun this time because I know the round 2 bans that we just banned Silvally Flying and Drought and Heat Rock, but that still would have been in effect this round. But I didn't want to use Sun, obviously. Let me actually use proper teams. But yeah, so we're going to be going over those games. If you guys do enjoy this video, please leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon P content. I am thinking of starting up a certain series again. You guys will see what series I'm talking about. I already have PU to the top going on, which is probably going to be coming sooner or later, guys. Don't you worry about that. I'm not forgetting about PU to the top. And yeah, this new series, I think they're the easiest series I can do, to be honest, involving PU. Well, yeah, this is the first game, and I decided to bring a Raichu team that I was using after the Ground Valley bans. Like, I was just like, after Silvally Ground got banned, I feel like electric types are in a much better place right now, especially stuff like Manectric and Raichu, which can just easily Volt Switch unless they face one another, because there isn't that many ground types in the tier, to be honest. Because you have things like Palpitoad, which lose to Raichu if it's running Grass Knot, Hippopotas, which loses to Raichu Surf. So I was like, yeah, Raichu's looking pretty handy right now with its amazing speed 10 good damage. And yeah, I just built a team around this. And when I saw this team for game 1, I was just like, okay, so we can Raichu can definitely put in some work. I see Pincurchin and I was like, yeah, this is definitely gonna be Lightning Rod, considering the fact that E-Terrain doesn't really help his team and he does have like something like a Feeble as well. So I was like, yeah, that's definitely his electric immunity, because if you're looking at his team, like Raichu just Volt Switches on a lot of things. And yeah, this is going to be a good game. So without further ado, guys, let's start the game. No more wasting time. But yeah, I decided to lead over Raichu because I was like, yeah, again, Raichu has a good matchup against everything. And yeah, as we see, he's not actually Intimidate Mawile, which I was like, oh, it might be offensive, which is why he just swapped out so easily, because Raichu can probably one-shot Mawile. Offensive Mawile Thunderbolt, but obviously I'll go for the Volt Switch here, and as my suspicions were correct, this is Lightning Rod Pincurchin. But I go on to Throw because I'm not really afraid of what this thing will do. It'll set up a Spike, but Flammable Guts is in, and it does 28 with knockoff to Silvally Poison, and obviously that's good damage, but 35 from me, and Silvally Poison just gone. Like, I was expecting much more damage from multi attack, but it's probably not max attack. But he brings out Mime. I bring in Type Null because I'm like, this thing just comes in every single time because it walls every single special attack in the tier. But I'm like, he brings out Pincurchin, and I was like, this one's annoying to deal with because I don't really have breakers on this team. That I have Silvally Poison, it's not really breaking unless it's like SD, and Raichu can't really do much to Pincurchin, can't spam its stab because of Lightning Rod. So I was like, Throw is probably the best option in order to break this thing down. So either way, he brings out Leafeon, and I'm just like, I'm going for Earthquake and to predict like Mawile switching or something, or even Mime switching. But he brings out Leafeon, I can't do much here, so I decided to bring out Silvally Flying. And here he goes for the substitute, which is an interesting set here. But I decided to go for Flamethrower in the case that I miss Air Slash, because that's just a bit sad if I do. But yeah, I decided to go for another Flamethrower because I was like, oh, no, I'll go Defog this turn because I didn't want to spike up for Throw. Like, Throw was, I see that Throw was very essential for me breaking Pincurchin down, and it will spike plus Flame will die in 2 turns. So either way, I did Defog on the Pincurchin switching, and I decided to pass in shot because I have no business staying in. So I bring in Throw just to see what he does, but he goes for Scald, which doesn't do too much to me, but I go for Superpower here, and isn't enough to kill Pincurchin. Does 77, which is good damage, honestly, but he recovers off because of that. So I bring out my Scarf Stonjourner to go for Earthquake, but he brings in Leafeon, which is a perfectly safe play for him, as I do go onto my Flying Valley, and Leaf Blade does 33 to me, critting me, which is a bit annoying. But it doesn't really matter here, to be honest, as I go for Flamethrower, critting him back with Flamethrower. So I go into Type Null again, and Type Null is still good this game to take on Mime. So I go U-turn against that, and I bring out Stun Jonah, and I'm just like, Heat Crash definitely kills this at the range. So I go for Heat Crash and it dies. So he brings out Pincurchin now, and I'm just like, yeah, I need to lock myself into Earthquake. So I go on to Mawile as he does scold me, and I don't get burned, which is good for me. So I Toxic there, just so this guy can easily just get beat down. So I decided to set up my own rocks just in case Lapras wasn't heavy duty boots, but yeah, good chip damage. But yeah, I got on to Raichu predicting a discharge play, but he decides to double out onto Leafeon. I don't know what he was expecting to do with that play, because Leafeon doesn't really beat Mawile 1v1 anyway, but maybe he expected me to bring out my Stun Jonah, which I would have just clicked Heat Crash against Leafeon, I'm pretty sure it killed at that range. But regardless, I have Raichu in now, and there's a free Volt Switch for me here. And he doesn't decide to swap out into his own Pincurchin, but I go into Mawile here just to see what he's up to. And he does go for a Swords Dance, and I'm just like, okay, so here's what I do here. Mawile dies to Leaf Blade, and I'm just like, it's time for me to bring out Raichu again, because it's free Volt Switch hours. And yeah, he does give me Leafeon here, and yeah, I'm able to go out into Stun Jonah here, because it has a good matchup against everything. So go for Earthquake against Pincurchin, and he does go for Scald, which does kill me from full HP, because Spadef stat doesn't exist. But I decided to go on to Flying Valley because he is in range of Flamethrower, and I'm just like, no can win me this game now, because Lapras doesn't really do damage to type Null, because type Null just walls everything. He does get a freeze here, which doesn't matter, because my late game win con here is obviously type Null, and the fact that I can just rest up, because Mime is doing like 17 to me with Psychic. So yeah, I bring in type Null, and he does go on to Lapras, but the play here was always to rest. Like, I don't see how he can win this, assuming the fact that his Lapras does 9 to my type Null. Yeah, type Null is a very fun one to use. I hate facing it. Trust me, I hate facing it, but it's a very solid special defense wall in the tier. But I go for Crush Claw, and I get the defense drop, and yeah, this game is pretty much done here. I didn't need Raichu to finish off, but Raichu was good in Volt Switching around and just threatening out things like Mawile, and yeah, Raichu did his job this game, and yeah, Mime comes in and dies to Crush Claw. So yeah, it just doesn't take any damage. 16, absolutely nothing. So yeah, first game is my victory, and yeah, it was a good game, close game. Null was probably the MVP in the late game. Pincurchin was difficult to deal with because I didn't really have much to break it properly, because it's actually pretty bulky. But Stun Jonah dying to Scald, why am I not surprised? But either way, on to game 2, and I decided to bring my Banded Fracture team, because yeah, I like Banded Fracture, and I didn't want to bring Weather, and all my teams were just getting outdated because of the ban. So I was just like, yeah, I still had some teams with Silver Leaf Fire on it, and I was just like, oh, it's very annoying to find teams. But either way, yeah, Banded Fracture does a chunk. He does have Mawile, so I'm just like, outrage spam. So I was just like, yeah, what's he going to lead off with that just does nothing on his team likes outrage? Nothing. So yeah, I do decide to lead with Fracture, obviously, because it's just going to 2-KO everything. But he brings out Hippopotas, and that just, let me swap sides. That takes, Hippopotas takes 53 from that, easy 2-KO on my side, and lack of recovery. I mean, it has Slack Off, but he can't do anything there. So yeah, I kill Hippopotas in 2 hits, and I am confused now. But he does decide to bring out Fighting Valley. I'm just like, Fracture still has its uses, so I'm going to keep it alive and go out into my Fighting Resist, which is the Silver Valley Poison. Takes decent chunk from multi-attack, but Rocks plus Sand is easy just chipping it down, which is annoying. But he decides to go into Mashana as I do Defog. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not staying in, but I have U-turn, so good damage on Mashana. I'm just like, that's definitely not max defense. And he goes for the Future Sight, and I do bring in my Specs Glaceon, and obviously he has one of the 4 switch-ins to Specs Glaceon in the tier, which is type Null, which takes 32 even from Specs Glaceon. So I bring in my Lapras because I was just like, is the best mid-ground play I could have made, as I don't want anything else taking the Future Sight. Like, this is for definite Lapras, and it still took 30 from Future Sight, so nothing else on my team would have like that at all. Like, have you seen my team? Like, Mawile's probably 2-KO'd, Pikachu dies, Glaceon's 2-KO'd, and Fracture probably dies as well. So Lapras was definitely the best mid-ground play for me to make there. So he goes down to throw, and I'm just like, yeah, I have no business staying in. So I go down to my Mawile, as he does go for the superpower at -1, and I'm just like, yeah, that's banded damage from that throw, definitely banded damage. I go for the play rough, which 2-hit kills Silvally fighting, and I thought multi-attack was going to kill me, but it manages not to kill me here, and Rocky Helmet plus play rough is able to take out the Silvally fighting. So 2 mons down, and he does bring out Blossom, but I'm just like, let him set up, I don't care. I really don't care, because I have first impression Fracture in the back just ready to one-shot this thing. So, I don't mind. So I allow him to set up here, and he does reveal to be Lumberry, so he's at +2 now, and I'm just like, I'm still not scared. Why should I be scared? I have a choice banded Fracture with first impression to just beat this thing down. So he decides to sack his Mashana here, and I'm just like, I don't see what else he could do to this one. Like, his team is very slow outside of Silvally fighting, and Fracture just feasts on those teams. So yeah, doing 38 to Silvally poison, definitely banded damage. So I decided to bring out Fracture again, and it's just outrage spam now, because Blossom just absolutely gets destroyed. And yeah, it's a good game from here, because look how much damage type null takes, 62. Easy damage, easy damage. But yeah, banded Fracture is not like, do you know how I was saying before how Future Sight would have just killed Fracture? The likes of 0 EV, Attack EV, Silvally, no, not Silvally, Type Null was doing 44 Crush Claw, then I would have died to Future Sight. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just able to just absolutely destroy his team. So at this point, I'm just like, Fracture is just the easier like thing. So he does go for a superpower, killing my Lapras, but doesn't matter, as I will bring in Fracture again and just no, I'll go on to Pikachu and click Volt Tackle. I was just like, yeah, Pikachu with Volt Tackle just wins. But yeah, that is the round 2 game I had against this user, and yeah, it was a pretty fun series. And yeah, I was listening to like some Pokemon English dub openings while playing, and I just felt so hyped, man. That's why I won, man. The power of the Pokemon anime English dub openings won me this game. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, please leave a like down below. I'd really appreciate it. The new series that I'm going to going to make a comeback will be coming soon, probably at the start of the next week, as today's Saturday. But yeah, expect a new video coming Monday, and yeah, I hope to see you guys there. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.